In the quiet countryside of Clover Ridge, nestled between fields of wildflowers and tall oaks, lived a woman named Jenna. Jenna was known around town for her hard work and kind spirit, but what most people didn't know was that her life had been anything but easy. She had faced more ups and downs than she could count, but through it all, she had kept her head held high and her heart full of hope. Jenna had taken over her family's small farm after her parents passed away. It wasn't something she had planned on. Life had simply thrown her that curveball, and she had to adapt. The farm was in rough shape when she inherited it. The barn needed repairs, the fences were falling apart, and the crops were barely growing. On top of all that, she was grieving the loss of her parents, feeling like the weight of the world was pressing down on her. At first, every day felt like a battle. Jenna worked from sunup to sundown, trying to keep the farm afloat while managing her emotions. There were days when she wanted to give up, when the exhaustion and loneliness seemed too much to bear. But something deep inside her kept pushing her forward. "I've got this," she would whisper to herself when no one else was around. "I've got this." But the ride didn't get any smoother. That year, a drought hit the area and Jenna lost most of her crops. Then, as if that wasn't enough, the barn's roof caved in after a particularly brutal storm. The money she had saved for repairs had to go to fixing the roof, and it felt like she was taking 2 steps back for every step forward. Despite all of this, Jenna didn't quit. She couldn't quit. Every time she was knocked down, she picked herself up, dusted off her boots, and kept going. It wasn't easy. In fact, it was the hardest thing she had ever done. But as the months passed, something incredible began to happen. The people in town started to notice Jenna's resilience. One day, her neighbor, old Mr. Harris, came by and dropped off a box of tools to help with the barn repairs. "You've got more strength than most people I've ever known," he told her. "It's been a crazy ride for you, but I know you'll pull through. We've got your back." Then another neighbor, Mrs. Collins, brought over some seeds for her garden. "You've got so much heart, Jenna. Don't give up now. We're all rooting for you." Little by little, Jenna realized that she wasn't alone. The community rallied around her, offering help, encouragement, and support. It wasn't just her strength that was keeping her going. It was the strength of the people around her who believed in her, even when she doubted herself. By the following spring, the farm was thriving again. The crops were growing tall, the barn was repaired, and Jenna's heart was healing. She had come through the toughest year of her life, not because it was easy, but because she refused to quit. And because, through it all, she realized she wasn't facing the journey alone. It had been a wild ride for sure, but Jenna had made it through, and so had her farm. One evening, as she sat on her porch watching the sunset, Jenna smiled to herself. "I've got this," she whispered again, this time with a heart full of confidence. "We've got this." The moral of this story is, life can be a wild, unpredictable ride filled with challenges that seem insurmountable. But no matter how rough the road gets, remember that you have more strength than you realize. Even when you feel like giving up, dig deep, keep pushing forward, and know that you're not alone. The people around you, the ones who care, are rooting for you, and together, you can overcome anything. The journey may be tough, but you've got this. We've got this. Give it your all and trust that brighter days are ahead. With perseverance and the support of others, you can achieve more than you ever imagined. Wishing you a terrific day today. In conclusion, Brokenwood Mystic Farms symbolizes the enduring connection between humanity and the land, a tribute to the beauty of nature and the importance of honoring traditions in a changing world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You won't want to miss our short story adventures. If you have any questions, requests, or just want to say hello, feel free to contact us at info@brokenwoodmysticfarms.com. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and have a fantastic day, my friends.